Hello, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we have another perfume haul. As you guys know, I like a lot of fresh, kind of citrusy scents, and this is kind of along those lines, but quite honestly, it's pretty random. These are basically a lot of things that YouTube made me buy, or I've seen suggested, or in other people's videos, and I was like, I need to try it. And pretty much all of them are blind buys. So we know how those work out. Actually pretty good lately, surprisingly, but I don't want to jinx that, so. Also, I'm sorry about the mess. Just pretend that's not there, I'm human. And I just wanted a different location to film. Let me know if it's like, go back to your normal location if you have crap in the back, you know? I understand. If you like perfume hauls, fragrance videos, anything like that, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's get started. All right, we're gonna start off with something that I've seen in so many people's videos, and it is compared to light blue. And I'm honestly not a fan of light blue. In theory, I love citrus fresh scents. I love unisex scents. So in theory, it's something that you'd think I would absolutely adore, but for some reason, that scent I just don't like. And I think there's something cleaning, chemically screechy about it that I just don't agree with, because most like unisex citrus scents I will love, and I love the packaging. I try to love that one, but I just don't. I know a lot of people that feel the same way enjoy the intense version, and to be fair, I have only smelled that one at Sephora where there was a million other scents, so I can't guarantee that how I feel about it is accurate. But at Sephora, I still, when I smelled it, got that same screechy chemically scent, even in the intense version. I also tried the Forever. So many people say the Forever version is like their absolute favorite, and I almost blind bought it, but thank goodness I didn't, because I smelled it at Sephora and there's something about that one that I do not like. The citrus in it I do enjoy, but there's something that smells like, I don't know if it's bleach or something. There's something in there that's very like crisp and clean, but like a chemical cleanness that's very like eat your nose hairs. I don't know. There's something in there that I just do not like for some reason. But regardless of that, I still picked up this dupe. This is, I believe you say it's Moschino, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is I Love Love. I've heard this is very similar, just minus that it's more fruity, I guess, or something like that. That's what I've heard, so that's why I wanted to pick it up, but honestly, it took me so long because I hate the packaging. Like, I literally despise this packaging with a passion. But packaging aside, I hear this is very, like, grapefruit forward, so let's look at the notes. Grapefruit, orange, lemon, and red currant. Seriously, red currant and lemon and grapefruit, like my favorite. Like, I love red currant. For some reason, I love when there's red currant. Sugarcane, bulrush, lily of the valley, tea rose, cinnamon, musk, cedar, woody notes. The only thing that scared me is the cinnamon. Now, when I spray this, initially I just get an intense grapefruit, and it smells pretty much identical to light blue, but it doesn't have that screechiness that I don't like in light blue. So I was like, thank goodness. It is so citrusy, so delicious. You definitely get grapefruit. You have to like grapefruit because it's definitely like a grapefruit scent. Now, I'm a little bit of a weirdo because I eat grapefruit almost daily when it's at the apartment. Like, I cut it in half, eat it with a spoon, like almost daily. No sugar added. I'm obsessed with grapefruit juice. Pretty sure I've said that before. This is a actual real grapefruit scent, but it has this watery juiciness, like water mist, like when you get out of the shower, but it's not hot, it's like cold mist. It's a misty, sweet, but authentic and sour grapefruit. Oh, it's so good. But it doesn't have that screechiness that I find in the other one. People think that a lot of like citrus scents have a cleaning chemical kind of vibe, and I'm usually pretty fine with it. It's just for some reason in light blue, there's something more than I can handle. This is beautiful. Literally a sweet and sour, like watery, aquatic, almost grapefruit. It's delicious. It's really sweet. It's really fresh. If it wasn't for the packaging, I absolutely love this, and I prefer it over light blue. Now, I have not worn this yet. None of these I haven't worn, so I can't speak to longevity. This is just a first impressions. So if you do own this, let me know how longevity compares. And I know light blue, from what I understand, doesn't last very long either, so I'd be curious to see. But yeah, this one I prefer over light blue for sure. All right, the next one, you guys, it's actually kind of funny. Since we're talking about light blue, I decided to blind buy a flanker that I have never smelled, nor can I go anywhere to smell it. Why? Because I trusted my instincts, and I'm so glad I did. So this is light blue, Love is Love. Love the packaging of this one. I bought this on FragranceNet, I think. I can't remember. But this is supposed to be a more raspberry and whipped cream kind of light blue. Now let me read you the notes. So this is sweet, fruity, vanilla, fresh citrus. Now, usually when there's vanilla or marshmallow or like whipped cream notes added to a fruitiness, unless it's done a specific way, it can nauseate me. Thank goodness this one does not do that. This has lemon, Granny Smith apple, red berries, ice cream, raspberry, jasmine, whipped cream, musk, cedar, and amber. Now, in theory, this sounds really good. Now, I have heard very mixed reviews. Some people really like this. Some people can't stand it, and it's not what they wanted. They wanted more ice cream. I personally love this. Initial spray, similar vibe to regular light blue, but I feel like you get more of that green apple and berry kind of note. And I think because those berries are in there, it sweetens it up a little bit, where it's not so like unisex citrus cleaning. Like this has that raspberry, has those red berries. As it dries down, you get this, I don't know about ice cream, but I guess melted ice cream maybe, where it's been hot outside so it got melted, where it's almost like a whipped cream note. And it's very gentle, it's light. It's not what you want if you're looking for a gourmand, like berries and cream, intense kind of scent. This is exactly what I wanted it to be. And I think I'm in the minority because most people probably wanted this as like a berries and cream kind of scent. And don't get me wrong, it does have a little bit of a whipped cream, but it remains fresh. Similar to the original, but sweeter with those red berries, and definitely a little bit of like a vanilla whipped cream kind of scent as it dries down. I can't see this lasting long. I just can't. I'm gonna hope for the best, but I adore this. This is the only light blue that I've smelled that I actually like. So if you like fresh scents the same way as me, and you're not looking for that warm, like gourmand, like, I don't know, kind of whipped scent, you will really like this. All right, the next one, you guys, I swear, sometimes do you ever get a perfume where you expect something from it, but you don't know what you expect, like you hope for the best, and then you spray it, and like the eyes roll in the back of your head, and you're like, this is one of the best things I've ever smelled. That is how I felt about this one. This was Fico De Amalfi, I hope I'm saying that right, Acqua di Parma. It looks like this. Now, I have heard people talk about this. I have heard people recommend it as a really good citrus kind of unisex scent because it is more unisex. But this, from the initial spray to the dry down, is just straight up incredible. It has grapefruit, bergamot, citron, lemon, fig nectar, jasmine, pink pepper, fig tree, cedar, and benzoin. Now, what scared me is that people said it's the best fig scent ever. A lot of people obsess over fig. It's never been my thing. Fig came off kind of to me or creamy in the wrong way. Now this has the prettiest, freshest, creamiest fig I have ever smelled, and it just makes me want to lay in like a bed of it. It's so incredible. Initial spray, you do get those citrusy, fruity, it's very intense citrus. And I think because it has that citron in there, mixed with that grapefruit, bergamot, lemon, like all of it together creates this really sharp and authentic citrus scent. So if you don't like sharp citrus scents, the initial burst you might not like. For me, amazing. When it first gets sprayed out, it's so aquatic. Like you can smell the fresh water with these citrus scents, and it's so authentic and juicy and mouth-watering and delicious. It does have a bit of like a cologne scent, like a cologne undertone, but it's definitely like the perfect unisex fragrance. When you smell that sweet fig, especially if you like fig already, you will literally not be able to handle it. It smells so good. And because it becomes so sweet, that initial like intense burst of citrus that you get, over time it sweetens a little bit. Like citrus will always go away little by little throughout the life of the fragrance, but I feel like it becomes more sweet as you go on. and it just becomes over time this sweet grapefruit creamy fig scent that's very aquatic. Yes, you do get a woodiness, and I feel like that's what's gonna settle over time on the skin, while you still get this like creamy aquatic fig with a little bit of woodiness, maybe a hint of citrus if it lasts that long. Like I said, I have not worn this yet. Incredible, seriously incredible. If you like citrus scents, you like fig, you like aquatic scents, you don't mind something unisex and the initial like intense like citrus scent in the beginning, then you will love this. I also really like the packaging, but I think this might be my favorite. All right, this next one, you guys, I actually got off of Mercari, and again, this is like a new, fresh spring favorite. So this is from, how do you guys say this? I say Hermes. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. This is what it looks like. So this is the Sur Le Toit. I believe I have, if you've watched my videos, hauled the Sur Le Neil, I think. I'll put a picture up. That one I really love. It's like a very fresh, gentle vegetable kind of scent, but it's really good. And I did sniff this in store, and I wasn't sure about it, but I blind bought it anyway on Mercari, and I have this giant bottle. It has about, I don't know, like 3/4 left in it. And this is so fresh. Let's look at the notes. Grass, red apple, rose, pear, rosemary, magnolia. Now, when you first spray this, you do get something very fresh, almost a tiny bit screechy, but not really. The way I think of it is grass can sometimes smell almost sour. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not like a sweet kind of grassy scent. It's almost like an authentic grass smell. If you've ever been on a field, like a field with like really tall grass, it smells a little like a sour bitter scent. Like it smells like real grass. So there's a bit of like slight screechiness in that I don't think it is a 100% perfect like blind buy fragrance unless you like green notes. If you like green notes, then no problem, which me, I'm very particular about scents, and I really like this. And you definitely get rose, pear, and apple, but they're all so watery. It's a very aquatic scent. It smells like grass that has been poured on with water. Not a storm, but like a drizzle, where it just smells like the perfect, clean, kind of misty water. So much water. So aquatic. Grass with like a light rose, pear, and apple scent. I love apple in fragrances, apple and pear. Now you do get a little bit of like an aromatic kind of scent to it. And I think that's the rosemary, which again, I don't know if rosemary is for everyone. I personally like it. It makes it more essential oily green, but because it's so watery and aquatic, it doesn't bother me that it has that essential oil spice to it from the rosemary. Like that doesn't bug me because I think it balances out this like fresh grass, apple, pear, rose scent. It smells really good. Again, I don't know if this is for everyone, but this is the perfect spring and summer fragrance. Oh, it just smells so good. Hermes is starting to be like one of my favorite brands when it comes to like green, fresh scents, like aquatic scents. Their stuff is so good if you like very like natural smelling things, I guess. That doesn't really necessarily scream perfume. All right, you guys, now we're gonna go the super fresh girly vibe. And this is Burberry Brit Sheer. Again, this was a complete blind buy. I wasn't sure how I would like this. The bottle is really pretty. It's pink. This is floral, fresh, fruity, citrus, sweet, tropical. So this has lychee, yuzu, pineapple leaf, mandarin orange, pink peony, peach blossom, pear, white musk, and white woods. Now I already knew the fact that there's peony in here and pear, that it's gonna be one of those like basic fresh scents, like out of the shower kind of scents, because a lot of Victoria's Secret girly scents have peony and pear and just those kind of notes that makes it very like fresh, fruity, and they're always really good. Now, for me, you don't need 50 of like scents like that, or any. I think one is enough. Now, I remember trying Burberry Her Blossom, and that's kind of like a more basic peony scent, but this I like a million times more. This is more fruity and more aquatic. You literally smell like you just came out from under a rainforest waterfall. Like those pictures on Instagram of those people that travel the world and they get paid to travel the world and just like exist. Like, I wish I had that life. Like those people will post pictures like behind waterfalls and just like their hair wet and they're just having the time of their life. Like, you just came out of a rainforest waterfall. It's that aquatic, watery, fresh, misty scent. But you get this like fruity, sweet, tropical scent that's very watery. It's not in your face juicy, it's just sweet and juicy, like with an undertone of those fruits. It's not like in your face juicy at all. It's just out of the shower. Hints of fruitiness, the same way you have like fruit flavored water where it mostly just tastes like water, like that kind of vibe. And then you add that peony in there and you get that soup peony, such a girly, feminine scent note. Like, you will never get what people call grandma floral from a peony because they're just very sweet, like light, flirty, girly, and very basic. Peony is a very basic flower. But in here, added with that watery tone and everything, yes, it's a basic out of the shower scent, but it is so beautifully blended and all the notes are perfect. Now, I don't think I would need another kind of basic girly scent that's out of the shower besides this one. I seriously love it so much. I love anything aquatic and fresh and girly and sweet, and this gives me everything I want. It's very basic. Don't expect like craziness from this whatsoever, but it is so feminine, aquatic, like peony, pear, pineapple leaf, like just beautiful. It's beautiful. I highly recommend this one if you want something that's very safe, very, very safe. Like if you're used to like Victoria's Secret sweet scents, like Victoria's Secret body mists, anything body mist in general, like you will have no problem with this. There is no way this can be offensive. I mean, everything can be offensive, I guess, but I really highly doubt anyone would ever have a problem with this, and I don't think you cannot like this, so it's the safest blind buy, I think, ever. Now, this next one I'm super excited about. I've been checking out the Jo Malone fragrances recently. They're very authentic, very fresh, fruity, like just delicious scents. I tried them at Nordstrom, I think, and I bought a little one on Mercari off of someone because, gosh, why are these so expensive? I can't imagine they last very long because of how fresh and like authentic these scents are, but like they're so expensive even for a mini. So this is Nectarine Blossom and Honey. There's two other ones that I do want in my collection. This is what the packaging looks like. The other ones that I want are basil something and then the grapefruit one. The notes are green notes, blackcurrant, love blackcurrant, petit grain, nectarine, black locust, peach, plum, vetiver. I am struggling. I love blackcurrant, I love green notes, nectarine, peach, all of it. So when I first sprayed this, I was nervous because I don't remember testing this one out, but it is so like authentic. When you imagine you're outside actually smelling something like this is an experience. This actually feels like you're out there smelling this fragrance in real life. Like it can in fact exist in real life. I get a lot of those green notes, very watery, like really like that grass that, or no, you know what? Like leaves, not like grass, like leaves with water droplets on them. That's the kind of green note I get. And you get this peachy, nectarine, watery scent, like really aquatic, really watery. It's so fresh out of the shower, clean. I don't really get too much of that blackcurrant or plum or anything like that. It's just juicy. Like I mostly just get nectarine, peach, and that like leafy kind of watery scent. It is so fresh and delicious. This in the summertime and springtime, I probably would not be able to stop smelling myself. It's so authentic, so beautiful. Let me know if you've had experience with these fragrances and how long they lasted for you. But so far, I adore this. I adore this. Would I pay for a full bottle of this? I don't know. I don't know because I could find like a peach body mist that gives me a similar vibe if it doesn't last long. But I've got to say, like, these are good creations. Now, this last one is actually just a sample. I was almost about to buy this. I'm glad I sampled it first. This is Prada Candy Night. I'll show you what the big bottle looks like. This, on initial spray, I was obsessed with. The notes in here are iris, bitter orange, neroli, vanilla, tonka bean, chocolate, and patchouli. Now, initial spray, I get this chocolate powder scent, like really delicious chocolate powder. And I mean, it has this like dark chocolate vibe, but it's also really sweet. So it could be like milk chocolate powder, like hot chocolate. It just smells so, so good. Now I heard that this doesn't last very long, and when I first sprayed this and smelled it, I added it to my cart, I was ready to check out, and then I waited a little bit. And as it dried down, yes, you could still smell that beautiful chocolate, but I got a decent amount of that original Prada candy smell. And I'm personally not a big fan of Prada candy. I know it's so many people's favorite. I just don't like that original DNA, and for some reason, the chocolate mixed with that original Prada DNA became a little like headachy to me. So unfortunately, this one I don't think I'll buy a full size. If I ever saw like a small 1 ounce for really, really cheap, I might pick it up. Because again, that chocolate note is so beautiful, but I do smell the original Prada candy in here. And I'm not a fan of it, so that's the only unfortunate part. Alright you guys, those are all the new scents added to my collection. Let me know what you've been trying recently, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.